Hello, my vibrant Virgos. It's Cosima from Cosima Tarot, and today I've done your tea leaf reading. I hope that you've all been well, and let's get started. So I prepared the tea thinking of you all, and I recognize one symbol at the bottom of the teacup, which I will insert in this video so that you can see it along with me. And I interpreted it as a sad face. So, of course, as we know, sad faces represent emotional disappointment. They also represent grief or some sadness. So, Virgo, have you been dealing with some kind of a setback lately, or a strained relationship, or some unmet expectations of some kind? But the good news is that the sad face only represents a passive phase. So this is definitely a transition. It doesn't mean it's the outlook for the foreseeable future. It's just maybe how you're feeling now or have been feeling in the recent past. But I really liked the reading itself. Turned out to be quite good in terms of what's in store for you. So I'm excited to share that with you. I went ahead, enjoyed the tea, thinking of you all, wishing for the best symbols and messages to come through, and then these are the symbols that I saw. Okay, so starting with the first one. Actually, I would say this is one of the first readings where all the tea leaves themselves formed an image, and it forms a beautiful story, if you will. So the first image here is of a bat. I hope that you can see it with me. The bat, his head is here, okay, and he has the wings and his little feet. It's almost like he's in the cave, because that's they probably sleep in such positions. Now they probably sleep upside down, but I'm not picking up on that he's in a flight. This is him in a resting position. So the bat represents hidden fears or anxiety. They are also associated with death. So we don't take that in the literal sense of death, Virgo, so please don't panic. We take that in a reading to be a symbol of transformation. So a time of change, if you will, a time of rebirth. So the bat can also be a shift in your perception. So because they travel by using echolocation, this symbol here, the bat, means trust your instincts. Even if you've been going through a rough patch, or there is some disappointment, some uncertainty with a situation, and you've been feeling it, this bat right here is telling you it's a passing phase, it will improve, and to trust your gut. Now, the next symbol I recognize in front of this bat, it's almost like he's looking down towards the next two objects. I saw this to be a log, like when you go to camp at summertime and they have you sit on these long logs. And the other symbol here is the fire. So the bat, which is not in flight, but because the wings are together, he's in his resting position. He's overlooking, like he's even higher up, and he's looking down at this long wooden log and this fire. So a log it can either represent obstacles or delays. So if you're trying to work on a project, maybe they're pushing back the timeline, or something didn't come out the way it should have came out, so a little bit of frustration there. It can also represent something stagnant. However, logs can also represent support, whether it's a person who's supporting you, something that's supporting you. And it could also be stored potential, because we use logs to fuel fires, right? So potential. Now, the interesting thing is that in a reading, if you see a log next to a fire or with a fire in the same reading, it means, again, transformation is near. I found it very interesting that bats are representative of transformation, and the log with the fire together, that is an indicator of transformation. So what does that mean, Virgo? It means something of passion will ignite you. So it means a new project that you're fiercely excited about, passionate about, will come in one way or another, or something will come along that you will feel ignited by. It could also represent letting go. So letting go of disappointment, any past hurt, releasing any past burdens. So as we know, and I mentioned, the first symbol was the sad face. So that's where we started this reading. And we even see this could be some hidden fears, anxiety. However, those two symbols, mentioning that it's stored potential with this fire, it's change is going to occur. It's right on you're on the brink of a transformation, and the energy appears that it will shift in a positive direction. So you will no longer feel stagnant and disappointed by something. Something will come along and reignite this excitement for you, Virgo. So I love to see that. Now, the interesting symbols after those that I just mentioned is this large tree. Okay, so these are all the branches and the leaves, and then here's a branch and another branch. So I'll pull it closer. This large tree, you don't even see the whole tree. It almost looks like the top of the tree, and you have this one branch, and then connected to another branch here, and maybe this is another branch underneath this huge tree top, and above it looks like the bat is in flight. So again, to me, this points to if there was any stagnation after the time of transformation, you will go back into your flight mode. So you will be back on track, okay? But specifically in tea leaf readings, the tree represents life. It represents growth. It represents strength. It represents feeling rooted or having a strong foundation, something that was built over time. So we're not talking about something that just came across and okay, I'm really interested in this. This is something a long time coming. It's a long time in the making, whether it's a family business or years of dedication and hard work towards a goal. So it's coming to fruition or developing in such a way that you can appreciate it now for all the hard work that you've put in. And the fact that this bat is no longer in this sleeping, resting state here. It is flying high above that groundwork and foundation and all of those years of dedication or the project that you're working on. I would say that the bat flying above means you will rise above any fear that you may have had or the unknown or uncertainty, and you are becoming stronger and wiser, Virgo. So you see, beautiful things can happen even within a tea leaf reading. We started out a little bit on rocky ground, right? With that sad face. I mean, when I saw that, I kind of thought, uh-oh, what do we have in store for Virgo? But I'm happy to see the way this all played out, because even if you've been feeling stagnant, not motivated, not ignited, not passionate, change is on the horizon, and you have the fuel to ignite the passion again. So you will find the energy, the strength, the interest to go what you're looking after to go after. And the outcome will be beautiful. Look how large this tree is. I've almost never seen a symbol take up a larger portion of the teacup. It is absolutely ginormous tree. And it looks very healthy. I mean, I don't even see really branches. I'm just too busy looking at all these leaves. It looks like a very, very healthy tree. And then you are up at the top here, flying high over it. So Virgo, I'm so happy that you are definitely turning a new leaf. It's going to be a fresh new chapter for you. You will feel invigorated by something and no longer stagnant. So this was a great reading. I hope that you enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe to my channel so that when I come out with these readings, you guys are the first to know. And comment below if it resonated. I love to read comments, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.